Hello, everyone. Welcome to our course, Green Economy from China's Stories. Last time, we talked about the teaching material system and discipline attributes of ecological economics. What is ecological economics? What are its characteristics? We described all of these. And then we have a general understanding of ecological economics. Today, let's continue to look at the development of ecological economics and its practices in China. Practices of the People's Republic of China in the past 70 years have provided fresh materials and cases for the theoretical development and practical innovation of Chinese ecological economics. Please watch a video. Wang Songpei, the founder of Chinese ecological economics.
生态时代指导实现可持续发展的一门十分重要的新兴学科。我有幸从事了它的开拓创建工作，也要为它的发扬光大和指导实践继续努力工作。而且在中国三大科学院的院士当中，研究生态经济学的也只有我一个人，因此我更有责任要为它的继续发展奋斗终生。
中国生态经济学奠基人王松佩，他用了36年时间研究中国生态经济学，认真研究中国生态经济学市场规律，著书立说，出版相关生态经济学著作65本，共计400多万字。其中，《生态经济建设大词典》上下册是中国第一部关于生态经济学的大词典，为未来推动中国生态经济学奠定了理论基础，填补了我国没有生态经济学的学科。他用一生只做一件事，为中国生态经济学可持续发展无怨无悔。他就是中国生态经济学奠基人王松佩先生。
It can be seen that there is still no end to academic research. One thing in one's life is to answer the issues of the times and the reality, which is the quality source of ecological economics. Next, we will learn the development process of ecological economics, the discipline comparison of ecological economics, and the practice and development of ecological economics in China. The development of ecological economics has gone through 4 stages. The first stage is to establish disciplines, to popularize and promote knowledge of ecological economy. The second stage is scientific experiment, especially the effect of ecological agriculture. The third stage is to develop an ecological economy and promote the coordinated and sustainable development of ecology and economy. In the fourth stage is to strengthen the innovation of disciplinary theories and methods, and to serve the construction of ecological civilization. Disciplined comparison of ecological economics. Let's compare ecological economics, resource economics, and environmental economics from the following aspects. What are the differences between them? Ecological economics is a discipline that studies how to deal with the contradiction between economic growth and resource constraints. Ecological economics generally believes that the market value method can replace the market method and the simulated market method to estimate the stock and increment of ecosystem service value, and to pay the contributors of ecological protection, restoration, and construction based on the increment start with system innovation, standardize the behavior of enterprises and individuals, unify self-interest goals and altruistic goals, realize economic and ecological coordination and harmony between man and nature. Start with the consultation and negotiation of stakeholders. A win-win solution to ecological problems will be formed and implemented. According to resource economics, it is necessary to improve the utilization efficiency and substitution efficiency of resources, and finally determine the optimal utilization rate and optimal substitution rate of resources. At the same time, the scale of resource opening should be reduced, and the resources will usually be used in the form of license rights to specific groups or community. And management systems are established, such as the ban on logging, grazing, and fishing system, and ecological compensation system for forest, grassland, and fishery. However, environmental economics believes that the total amount of pollution that can be discharged is determined according to environmental capacity. Different environmental standards, capacity, and amount of pollution that can be discharged are different. Pollution treatment and treatment, clean production, process treatment, ecological industry, park treatment, circular economy, global treatment, reduces the cost of pollution treatment through emission trading, and guides emission rights to more efficient enterprises. Governments at all levels and environmental protection organizations reduce the total amount of pollution discharge by purchasing pollutant discharge rights and no longer selling them, so as to gradually improve the environmental quality. Ecological economics is also gradually developing. It gradually transforms and upgrades from the global linguistic environment to regional ecological economics, explores the model and path of regional ecological civilization construction, and gives strategic needs to the main functional areas of the country, which belongs to the regional sustainable development and ecological civilization construction in China, is an important task of regional ecological economics, and also its mission. One of the differences from ordinary ecological economics, or general ecological economics, is to promote the innovation of the theoretical methods of regional ecological economics disciplines, establish a regional ecological economics discipline system with Chinese characteristics, promote the integration of regional economics and ecological economics, regional economic geography, natural economics, and ecological economics, expand and deepen the scope of interdisciplinary comprehensive research and regional research, promotes cross-disciplinary innovation, and promotes human activity research towards comprehensive cross-site monitoring. Precision science is the four promoting features of regional ecological economics. The contents of regional ecological economics research include the mechanism of action among regional ecological economic systems, and subsystems and elements. Ecological spatial pattern, regional differentiation laws, and ecological economic layout, ecological industry circular economy development theory, etc., as well as several other aspects. Ecological economics has also changed to efficient ecological economics. The evolution of economics from inefficient to highly efficient is a complex process involving economic, political, cultural, and social ecological development. It not only needs to rely on the continuous progress of science and technology to delay the speed of high entropy of the Earth to the maximum extent, but also needs to constantly improve the market economy system to optimize the allocation of natural resources and social and economic resources to the maximum extent. It is necessary to follow the evolutionary laws of ecological relations, productivity, and production relations, but also to follow the inherent inevitable relationship among the three. The organic integration of the ecosystem and the economic system must be considered, and understand the influence of political, cultural, and social factors on the transformation of the entire ecological economic system into an efficient ecological economy. The influencing factors of efficient ecological economy include political factors, cultural factors, social factors, technological factors, etc. Ecological economy. Good achievements have been obtained in practices and vigorous development in China. It went through several stages. The first is environmental protection in the 1980s. In the 1980s, the environmental protection policy formed the basic national policy of environmental protection in China and laid the basic system of environmental protection. The figure shows the comparison of China's environmental protection before and after. Chinese scholars' research on environmental protection started in the 1950s. After the reform and opening up, it was incorporated into the academic field, and it has gradually become the focus of academic research. The figure shows the emissions of industrial waste gas and the distribution of haze treatment in China. In the second stage, in the 1990s, regional sustainable development was carried out. In the 1990s, regional sustainable development was carried out throughout various fields of China's environmental development and formed a relatively complete system for resource utilization, economic development, and ecological environmental protection. At the same time, we also focused on environmental protection and the transformation of the mode of economic deployment, and prompted China to carry out regional sustainable development, practices, actions, plans, policies, and other studies, which formed a peak period. In the 1990s, the Great Western Development Strategy was implemented, and the policy has been extended to cover all aspects of China's environmental protection and ecological construction, which is a major change in China's social development strategy. The third stage is the low-carbon technology of the 21st century. In the early 21st century, the construction of a resource-conserving and environment-friendly society prompted the pilot work of circular economy, low-carbon economy, and green economy, and formed a relatively sound technical management system and pilot demonstration working mechanism. Circular economy is an effective way to solve environmental protection issues so that resources can be used most effectively. Existing research shows that it is necessary to strengthen the system construction and research on circular economy. Low-carbon economy is a form of economic development that reduces energy consumption, reduces greenhouse gas emissions, and achieves a win-win situation for positive life development and ecological environmental protection. Existing research suggests that technological innovation and pilot demonstrations are needed to drive the low-carbon economy to thousands of households. The fourth stage is the concept of ecological protection and green development. Since the 18th CPC National Congress, the ecological protection and green development concept have been vigorously promoted, speeded up the institutional reform and institutional construction of green development, and formed a relatively sound technical management system and a pilot and demonstration mechanism. The figure shows the arable land minimum protection since the construction of ecological civilization in China. The construction of ecological civilization is a survival concept based on the harmonious coexistence of man and nature, which provides spiritual connotation and basic system source for green development. The figure shows the summary document obtained by our main framework of ecological civilization construction. Green development is an important support for the construction of ecological civilization. By establishing a system that is compatible with the national governance system, we will improve the governance capacity and level of ecological civilization. The figure shows the basic contents and direction of green development. In the fifth stage, the 19th CPC National Congress proposed the common community and to build of beautiful China. The report of the 19th CPC National Congress stated that building an ecological civilization is a millennium plan for the sustainable development of the China and the adherence to the harmonious coexistence of man and nature is an important part of the basic strategy for upholding and developing socialism with Chinese characteristics in the new era. We shall take the building of a beautiful China as a major goal of building a powerful socialist modernization country. The report of the 19th CPC National Congress further pointed out that accelerating the reform of the ecological civilization system and building a beautiful China contributes to contemporary times and brings benefits for future centuries. The report of the 19th CPC National Congress also pointed out man and nature coexist in a common community. Man must respect, conform, and protect nature. Only by following the laws of nature can human beings effectively prevent detours in the development and utilization. Today, we have shared the information on and studied the development process of ecological economics, the comparison of ecological economics disciplines, and the practice of ecological economics in China. I want you to have a systematic understanding of the theory and application of ecological economics. That's all for today's lecture. Thank you. See you next time.